when we're not analyzing, and there is an input, there is an output. Okay, so when we're not analyzing, so that's pretty much right here. Yeah? We're not analyzing, and there's an input. Yeah, so special case for state equals 0 and this guy's get sound count is positive. Okay, so this is a special case. Aren't tracking a sound input in mic input sound, and there is sound output. Just ignore input. So this will avoid picking up on the input until the sounds are gone. So this essentially means if the screen gets, we can't have states where the screen gets so crowded that it's always making sound. I don't know if this will work, but we'll try it. I am curious. So here we are. No, I shouldn't need a headphone if things are working right. Hello, can you maybe get down to the bottom and hit that gate? I just want to see if this gets super noisy or not. So that should have made a sound. Didn't make a sound. Is it muted or something, or is it just not making any sounds? Hey, make some noise. How about you make some sounds? The input is obviously being caught. Just it's never making sounds. So let's analyze the code a bit to figure out what's going on. So with this one line we killed everything. M on set state is off, and we have sounds. I don't see why this should kill the muting. Okay, time to drink some water and think about it. I stopped programming when I went out of water. I have this much water left. M onset state. Okay, let's see. Once it makes a sound, let's try to simulate what happens when it makes a sound. So, some class triggers a sound. Suddenly, and we weren't making any sound already to begin with, so we're not muted. We are not muted. Then we come here. This is 0 because we're not recording yet. And I wonder if this just happens too slow. But in that case, I would hear little bits and pieces. I would hear the initial onset. Don't know. I'm gonna watch the debug log this time. Yeah, that could be very helpful. So when I'm not saying anything, I should be looking for these onset offset. There shouldn't be any onset offset if it's silent. And I'm silent. But I noticed there was a lot in the previous debug window. So let's try. Oh. Okay, now there's sound. Curious to see if this keeps up. Just hold this in front of the... Okay. So now it's not making any sound. And there's no... there's still onset events happening. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, the onset events still happen. But now there's never sound. And if you look at the debug, these guys, there's onset. Oh, that was interesting. Yeah. There's still onset events happening. So you can see that cancel itself out. That was interesting. When we hear a sound that just comes out of the iPhone, we don't want to see any onsets happening. So that was pretty good. That sound actually went on for quite a while. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I need to look at this for a while. No, but there are many cases where I see a green entity, which is an output, which will make a sound when it hits a wall, and it hits the exit or the wall when it's not in an onset state. But there are many cases where I see a green. I'm gonna stop it. Yeah, there's many cases where it's in this kind of state where the note's already released, and it'll hit a wall and still be silent, and I have no idea why. It's almost like the set mute call was never released. So let's look at that. So here I set the mute to false. But I probably don't want to do it here. No, I do want to do it here. Yeah, because this all happens. Because there's always a mic entity. Curious thing though, this break statement only gets us out of this one guy, this one loop. It won't get us out of the larger 4 loops. So I might use a go-to here. This is the one area where I don't mind, or one of the areas where I don't mind using a go-to. When you have nested 4 loops. Yeah, how about we just put a go-to. Oh, and this is interesting too. Yeah, even on the onset, we don't take care of this. Yeah, this break, I think I wrote it thinking we would leave the loop, because we don't want to analyze more. We don't want more than one onset per update call. Or do we? In any case, it wouldn't hurt. Yeah, we want to catch up. I think that's okay. I don't think that's the issue here. Okay, I'm gonna debug that tomorrow. CY output is